Chicago Theater of the Air. Produced and narrated by Marion Clare.
Aidan was wandering
Conducted
around
by
his
Henry
office.
Weber, written and directed by Jack LaFrance. Mutual presents radio's greatest hour of music and drama, the famous Chicago.
Now that it was past 5 p.m., he really needed to get back to his desk and work.
Madame Butterfly, starring Nancy Carr as Cho-Cho San.
The novel was surely coming along nicely. He started typing. This was the final page of his story, and he really wanted to finish it today. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. Slowly, Aidan rose from his chair and opened the door. Weirdly enough, no one seemed to be there. Was this some kind of prank? Not in the mood for any childish games, he closed the door and headed back to his novel. He stared in disbelief at his typewriters. The space key was gone, simply vanished. It seemed like he was all out of space. Well, a missing spaceball surely wasn't going to stop Aidan from completing his novel. What are editors for, after all? He continued writing as best he could, working around the missing spaceball. Another knock on the door. Maybe this was about the space bomb. This isn't funny, he wanted to shout. But since no one was inside, he closed the door and returned to his desk. What the hell was going on now? The typewriter was missing the Z key. Somehow this hurt him a lot less. He was almost starting to get used to it. Despite the ugly underscores, the story was heading to its conclusion. Aidan checked the time on his trusty desk clock. He wanted to know he needed to finish by 6 o'clock. Upon returning his gaze to his writing, he realized the key was now missing, disappeared right into his nose. None of the wiser while this was happening, Aidan decided to persevere to see the story through, missing keys or not.
Quietly, with orderliness, I might even say with a certain rhythm. From within form from 35 land, selected with roadways, out of the air, collided with
Even though keys kept slipping right through his fingers and disappeared into thin air, he kept going.
searchlights were turned on elevators. About 600 of the Chicago over to
Colonel into the Lynette Chief Madam Ruth
It
Slater
got
and
harder
Willie Butler.
and harder to write illegibly.
By Henry Weber and narration by Marion Clare.
Ship of America, the gods have answered.
But he needed to finish it, he owed it to her. He owed it to himself. There was only one thing left to write.
On the terrace, husband, F. Pinkerton, all lining. Out on the terrace, tell her, too long have you the child to be now here in one of sorrow.
Aidan felt exhausted. He grasped the story in his hands and stood in front of the mirror. Staring intently at his name in the mirror.
Finally realizing who was talking to her.